Hey friends, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Positive Power with me, your host, Michele Dionne. It's been a great journey so far, and I'm glad that we're carrying it even further, and now we're venturing into spring, which is awesome. So this week is March break here in southwestern Ontario. I don't know if it's the same week all across Canada, but that's what it is this week. So I thought I'd focus on stories about kids, which I don't mind telling you was not hard to find. There's lots of stories about kids that are making change in the world, being inspirational, or just being uplifting. Like the first thing that came to mind, actually, because it's been viral, is a little story about a little sister, and she got $55 in birthday money. And instead of going to the mall and, bedazzling herself or doing something for herself, she knew her brother really wanted a hamster. So she turned around and she spent all her money on a gift for him. What an awesome story. And like I say, it did go viral, and you've probably seen it. And if you haven't, if you come across it, just click on it. It's very cute. The boy breaks down. He's so excited, and it's like a dream come true, and that's really what he wanted. So that is really a relationship builder for those two that'll carry on forever through their lives. So that was pretty cool. So then I was checking that out. I came across another story about a little girl, and her mom have been writing children's books. And the main character of the books is called Anonymous, and he does random acts of kindness for different people in the neighborhood and the community. So I thought that was really awesome. Something to consider and something to look up, these books for your kids. Another one that I came across was a story about a much-loved teacher who had told his kids, just in conversation as he's talking to the kids in his class, that he hadn't had a birthday cake for his birthday in 10 years. Didn't really believe in celebrating it. Didn't bother him, whatever. And that's what happens as we get older, right? As much as, we cherish the people that are around us because it is their birthday. But at the same time, we cherish them all the time, and we celebrate a little differently, except for those milestone years. Well, the kids, they love this teacher so much that they did a surprise birthday party for him. So they went into the classroom early on his birthday, brought a cake, streamers, decorations, everything. They decorated the whole room and then surprised him, on video of course, and had a whole birthday party for him. And again, the guy was just so touched by the love. And it's the simple things. You can go to Dollarama and get the streamers and get the balloons and all that stuff, and imagine the positive emotion that would have been going on between the kids doing it for the teacher, and then the other teachers would have known, like, wow, what a great ripple effect. So that's absolutely awesome. And speaking of ripple effects, there's an 8-year-old girl, and her name is Alex McKelney, and she's from Lakewood, Washington, and her Nana died, and her Nana were really close. And, everybody grieves differently, right? So for her, because her Nana was so kind and they did so much together that was kind and uplifting and helpful, she turned around and she decided to honor her Nana. She wanted to do 60 acts of kindness for her 60th birthday, like for the Nana's 60th birthday. So she, with the help of her parents, of course, she satisfied her goal, and she did the 60 random acts of kindness. So then she thought, well, this is really good, right? This is really great. She felt good. And she said that one of the most, the best thing that she got from doing these was she loved to see the reactions of the people. So whether it be holding a door for somebody, she'd offer them money. Like, do you need $1? Do you need some change? Doing, gardening, different things for different people. And she loved the reaction. She loved that emotion that they felt, and then she felt, and it's that whole energy thing, right? So that's awesome. So she satisfied the 60, then she bumped it up to 600, did that as well. Now she's on a mission. By March 22nd is her goal, to do 6,000 random acts of kindness for people. What an awesome thing. So she's actually even set up a GoFundMe page. You can go check it out at gofundme.com/6000 acts of love. And if you want to donate, that's great. Or even just bookmark it and follow her journey, because that's a fabulous thing. And these kids are the wave of the future. They are making the change. there is so much great stuff going on in the world with the kids. And a lot of you that know me know that besides these videos, you know, I'm into the law of attraction and lots of random acts of kindness and sharing good news and all that stuff. And I see it so much with the kids, and they are just being taught so different than we were. And it just thrills the heck out of me, because they are being taught to be compassionate, to be helpful, that we are one, and all this good stuff. So that's wonderful. And if you can encourage your children to do random acts of kindness and to just have a little bit of a different perspective, not so competitive, then that's a wonderful thing. And so maybe during March break, that might give you an opportunity to do some different things with your kids. And you know, quite often people think, oh, well, you know, it's March break, let's go to Florida, let's do something big, like a big family trip, which is great, don't get me wrong, and memories are important. But if you are staying home for March break, there's so many things you can do with your kids around here, or wherever it is that you live, that will help make those memories and good bonding things. Like, you know, you could have a superhero dress-up day, or just a dress-up day, even if you don't want to be a superhero, although I like to be a superhero. So that's something that you could do, and just have some friends over, because it's March break for everybody, right? So, you know, whatever parent happens to be home, or here in Sarnia, we have a Boys and Girls Club, so they have different day programs that they can go to. Some of the churches have day programs that your kids can go to. Quite often the libraries or the bookstores, they'll have stuff that you can do, either with your kids or programs that your kids can go to while you're at work. And then, you know, it's March break. Maybe their bedtime's a little later. Maybe you can hit a show together. Lots of stuff like that. There's museums that you can check out. That's a great memory-making adventure. And then there's always, if the weather's nice, and here it's been really nice. It's been a really interesting winter, to say the least, because it's been either really warm or we're getting dumped on. So right now we seem to be in a really warm phase, which is good. So, you know, that being said, you can go to some local parks. If there's an animal farm, different things you can do to have that connection. You know, the kids and the adults, we're all online so much. We're all on their phones. You know, it's a great time to do that one-on-one and keep the communication open, and you want your kids to be able to tell you anything. So you need to have the relationship and keep it going, keep the flow going. So, you know, doing day trips, doing afternoon activities like that, you can keep that bond going, keep that communication open, leave all the technology and everything at home if you can. And then at the same time, maybe you can incorporate some random acts of kindness. Maybe, you know, you can do some baking together and then give it to a neighbor. Maybe you can go and clean somebody's yard. Is there a senior that lives by you that maybe would appreciate the help, you know, or somebody that's disabled? Maybe take them out and make your own goal and say, okay, in this week we're going to do 10 random acts of kindness. If it's opening a door for somebody, sharing a smile, I don't know. You'll know though. You know, like I could throw out 1,000 ideas, but if you're in the right place at the right time, it's going to work out, and it's going to be great, and it's going to be appreciated by all parties involved. So that's awesome. And you know, one more thing, if you're looking for things to do that are a little different, that so many people are going to benefit from, there's so many seniors that are lonely and don't really have little kids in their lives anymore. So if you have a little one, especially one that's learning to read, oh man, there's nothing more heartwarming than listening to a little kid learning to read, sounding out the words, and doing that with them, and of course praising them as they complete the book. So, you know, food for thought. Maybe go to adult living center, like because they're not all nursing. There's nursing homes and retirement homes, and so go to something like that where it's not necessarily the people require so much assistance, but they can sit and, you know, they can read together and talk and everything. What a great thing. So just different ideas for you, how to get through March break and to be, you know, positive relationship building and inspiring. And if you go to any of those sites or any positive sites, you'll notice there's a whole kids section. So, you know, maybe spend an afternoon cruising online and talking about the stories and opening the conversation and what would you like to do, or what would you do in that scenario, or how do you feel about, the little girl buying the present for the brother. Like, that's awesome. I don't know that I would have done that. So that's a great thing, right? So there you go. Lots of food for thought for this week. Have a great week. Spend some time together. Be good to each other.